ladies and gentlemen.
Presenting.
Rolling. He's on the phone this morning on his way to the airport because he's going to Montgomery, Alabama for the museum, the lynching museum. Roland Martin, good morning.
Yes, sir. Headed there, flying to Birmingham, driving to Montgomery. Of course, we'll be there tomorrow night for the public program for that. So looking forward to it. And we'll have coverage. I'll be streaming it and also stuff on social media. And so looking forward to that. So congratulations to Brian Stevenson and the Equal Justice Institute. Now, normally, Tom, we're always talking about some serious stuff. I mean, some of the major issues going out there. Meek Mill's out of prison. You've got Waffle House acting a fool. You've got Starbucks and all those issues. But everybody is still talking about Beyoncé, Coachella, and the blackest concert you've ever seen in all those white folks in California. And so on the phone and I had to reach out to this brother because, of course, he's an alpha man. I was tweeting at Tom, and I said, surely an alpha has to teach them how to step. And guess what? Jamal Josef is a choreographer. He is a dancer, and he was the one tasked with showing the dancers how Divine Nine does it. Jamal, how you doing?
Nice.
I'm doing good, man. How are you?
Now, it's early out there in California where you are. Now, I was reading a story that said, man, this job came right on time because, man, you had a hell of a year last year.
I sure did. Sure did.
What happened to you?
Well, last year I was doing a show, and a lot of things just go crazy in the entertainment business. And then I came home, my lights were off, my gas was off, and then I think a month later, after the show was over, then I had to, I was getting ready to do the pre-Grammys, and then I came home and I was like, oh, I had like a pay this by a certain day and all these other things. One bill went to one bill and the other bill went to another bill. And, in this entertainment business, you're usually waiting 30 days for your next check. Mm-hmm. And so sometimes more than that. Yes. And, car was repossessed. Dang. And then I ended up having to move out of my apartment. I had to sell my dog, and it just.
I was going to ask about the dog. I just knew that was coming next. Oh my God!
Damn, I had to sell your dog.
Yeah, I had to sell my dog. I was like, I couldn't travel with them. Wherever I go next, I can't really take you because I don't know where I'm going to be.
Oh my God!
So I had to just get rid of a lot of things. I got rid of a lot of shoes. Like I had a lot of shoes, and I just got rid of.
Dog. Wow.
So what? so you lost all of that. So what has your life been like since, of course, this concert? So many people were watching, of course, live streaming like myself at 3 o'clock in the morning watching it, and people were just blown away by the choreography, by the stepping. Talk about that.
Well, after, I guess, once I started to get that job, I was like, okay, cool. I'm able to pay off a lot of bills, pay off a lot of the debt. And I was like, okay, well, not really getting these checks, but I can pay this stuff off. So, that was the best part. And then it was crazy because I know it's big. I had never really been to Coachella or thought it was like a big festival. You hear of Afropunk or Essence Festival. I was like, I'm black. Right. I don't hear the other stuff. And so then I was like, wow, people are really talking about this. And they was like, oh, you could stream it. And I was like, stream it? I was like, wow, this is for real. And then I just started getting a lot of phone calls, and it was from a lot of my frat brothers. And they called me and was like, I don't care what you say. I know you choreographed that. There's nobody who moves like that. And I was like, are you serious? And they was like, yeah, nobody moves like that. So honestly, I wasn't going to say anything. I was going to keep it private. And I woke up and the head choreographers, Chris Grant and Jaquel Knight, I really thank them for the opportunity. They posted it on their Instagram. They was like, hey, thanks to Jamal and Joe, who was another frat brother. We collaborated together. And I said, wow. And then I woke up and it was like an Essence article. And then I woke up, the fraternity had us on their page, and I was like, wait. And then,
Where
like,
did you
people
play?
started calling.
Where did you pledge Alpha?
I pledged at Ada Iota of Voorhees College. It's in Denmark, South Carolina. It's a very, very small HBCU.
And how many were on your line?
I had a jewel line, so 7.
7? And did y'all win the step show?
Oh, yeah, we always won.
He said, oh, yeah.
The cues, were the cues on the yard then?
Oh, yeah, they were there. They were there. They were there. You know, they won
tried.
one, you know. They won one year.
One.
They said the Alphas were disqualified. You know, we still haven't got why we were disqualified. So I was like, maybe we've just won about 35 years, so they need to let somebody else win.
So what was the discussion, though? Like when you were making the plans for this and you were setting up your all your dance moves and everything, was like, let's just go straight black. Let's just go straight, you know, fraternity step.
Well,
what was that?
Yeah, it was just like, how would these moments look in a Black Greek letter organization without it looking to this or to that, or without offending the culture? And so, I stepped like, you know, an alpha. So I was like, well, let's not do that. That's Omega, and that's this. And I was like, it would look crazy if it came out that some alphas made up some Sigma stuff or some Q stuff or whatever. So I was like, well, training and certain things are universal. So it was like, okay, cool. Like, let's just do something like that.
And do you put the call?
Question.
I'm sorry, guy, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Ladies first.
No, do you put the call out for other fraternities and sorority dancers?
No. That's the head choreographer's job. That has nothing to do with me.
Now, see, here's my question, and I have a problem with it because I pledged. Only thing I pledged was $200 to not go college fund. That's the thing I pledged. So I'm an Omega in my heart, right?
Oh yeah.
So when
and your brother's a Q.
And my brother's a Q, yeah. So when I step, you know, doing Omega steps, I get yelled at for not being Omega. How come,
right.
You know, the dancers didn't get yelled at for doing, you know, alpha steps or whatever steps. So what's up with that? How come they don't get yelled at?
So a lot of people don't realize that, for one, stepping comes from a long lineage of African history. And,
yes.
You know, it's you have all different styles, and it's very
boot dance,
gullah, and it's gumboot. Like, there's so many different styles of stepping. Our organizations have adapted, you know, the style of stepping, but we've made our things like stylistic, like certain things like the cues have their head roll, or like we have like, you know, our precision, but we have like snake, and then like the Sigmas have like the crazy legs, the AKAs have.
I don't know what the Sigmas have.
Ivy.
I don't know.
I was trying to be nice.
You were trying to be nice.
Trying to be nice, man, but that's bless your heart.
They got canes. They got canes, man. They got canes too.
What do I see them do?
I don't know what the Sigmas got.
And so, like, it just got like real crazy. So I was like, well, training is something you even see in high school step shows. So I was like, let's just do like where they can train and they can at least do this. And of course, it just was like, let's make it hard so it's effective, because it has to show to the masses. Well, and of course, it has to be precise.
The big question is, you got another job?
Yeah, you know, I got a few.
All right.
And did you get the dog back?
No, I didn't get him back. I gave him to a really great family.
When you get another dog, and God, what you do ain't stepping.